Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Looking to play him in. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for the run. That's destined for the flank. Saka's delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the counter is on. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Played out wide. João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. Cherki. Ruben Dias gets a foot in here. And it's Palmer. Looking for options for movement. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cherki is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Couch. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. De Bruyne. Couch picks it up out wide. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saka, Palmer. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Doku. And it's Timber.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here. And De Bruyne! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he's had it nicked away. Saka. He's found a way through, and it's made its way to him.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has a look up. Decent chance! Palmer. Played out towards the right wing. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Saka. Semenyo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's De Bruyne. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Timber.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well timed, excellent interception. Saka powering forward here. The ball has bounced loose now. Semenyo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he's found support out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8, De Bruyne. Number 7,
Away we go again.
Bukayo Saka.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Number 22, Palmer. Number 4.
Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Knocks it into space.
Number 29.
Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. Kusanov deals with that comfortably.
De Bruyne. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's come to nothing. And he's forced to go back. Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. And the finish! And again! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Havertz. Havertz! Cherki.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Aims beyond the defence. Stood up well to him there.
Manchester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has been cut short. And he was quick to react. De Bruyne. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, easy pickings there. Cherki. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Real chance! And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Semenyo. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, a big moment. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
The goal scorer after
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now, this could be a chance. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pinches it off him, and the pass is intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Havertz proves just a little bit too strong. Couch opts to play it back. And that has been cleared. Foot in. Alvarez gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. So we're ready to go. Not much more than a formality.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Manchester United look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Chance! And the ball's gone. Oh, what has fallen kindly here? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Szoboszlai running with the ball. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great ball if he can get there. He's found a way through. Now that's a fine challenge. And that is as much time as there will be. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
I'm afraid
Well, how
to
will
tell
we look
you
back
that we're
on that?
expecting
Well, you can
traffic
never
to be heavy
predict
after
the
final
results
whistle
of
today.
these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.